howdy. It is 11:30 Texas time, and I just wanted to thank everyone for participating in our panel, for participating today. My name is Isadronic, and I currently serve as the Student Success Coordinator with the Graduate and Professional School. I hope all of you are doing well and enjoying new graduate student orientation so far. Great to have, again, all of you join us, both in person. I see some folks out there sitting down, and virtually for our International Graduate Student Panel breakout session. We encourage your participation, so please be mindful of the questions and comments that we received, and feel free to use the chat option, and we will get to those hopefully given the time frame. So in just a few minutes, I'd like to have the panel introduce themselves, name, department and degree pursuing, hometown, and where they completed their previous degrees. If I need to repeat that, let me know, panels, and I'll do that. I will then ask questions to the panel about life as a graduate student at Texas A&M, particularly as an international student. I'll leave hopefully about 10 to 15 minutes to take additional questions from the audience, again, which you could provide via chat. And if for those who are helping me moderate in person, let me know if someone in the room has questions. We will do our best to get to questions. And with that, how about we start with introductions? And I will let whoever would like to start first go ahead, or I could call on someone, but if you're eager. Oh, there you go. There you go.
I am Uyok. I'm Uyok Hansen. I am a graduate student at the School of Public Health. I am currently studying a degree in public health policy and management. My former school was the University of Leeds in the UK, and I am a spring intake at Texas A&M. Was there anything else I had to answer?
No, I think that's great. Thank you so much. All right, who would like to go next?
Okay, so my name is Amin Davoudi. I'm originally from Iran. So I completed my undergraduate and master's degree in my home country, and I came to the US in 2016 to do my PhD in curriculum and instruction with emphasis in ESL technology and teacher education. And I don't know about the other panelists, but I graduated 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I finished my PhD, thank you. And I'm now an assistant professor of bilingual and ESL education at the University of Texas Permian Basin. So I'm in Odessa now, I'm not in College Station, but we're still in the same time zone. So yeah, so happy to be with y'all.
Congratulations, Dr. Davoudi. Appreciate
Thank you so much.
Sharing that. All right, who's next?
I can go next. Yeah, hi, my name is Mahnaz, and I'm a PhD student in industrial engineering. I'm from Iran originally, and I did my undergrad in Sharif University of Technology. I'm actually very close to graduation, so I'll graduate in like 2 months.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. All right, so I have two more students. All right, there you go.
Hi, my name is Ganesh. I'm an industrial engineering graduate student here. I'm from India. I've completed my mechanical engineering in Mumbai, India.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. And then I have, last but not least.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, last but not least. My name is Rachit, and Rachit Gupta. I am pursuing PhD in chemical engineering. I'm starting my 5th year this fall, and I did my undergraduate from India in Mumbai, from a place called Institute of Chemical Technology. And I've had a great 4 years here so far, and I'm looking forward to your questions.
Great. Thank you, panel, for providing a little bit of information about y'all. So first question is, why did you choose Texas A&M University? And then I guess I could start with Ganesh.
So it's a great question. So basically, I wanted to pursue my master's in industrial engineering, and I was looking for all the colleges which availed this option for me. And I was going through a lot of colleges, and then I got to know about this university. When I go through the university, I got to know about the Aggie network. I got to know about the great professors in my department. I got to know about the fees and structures. I got to know about the scholarship opportunities. And then I got to know that this is my dream university. So basically all these factors helped me join this university.
Great answer. Thank you. Let's see, I have Amin.
Yeah, so I think I had two main reasons. I was admitted into 4 different American universities at that time in 2016. The major reasons that I decided to come to Texas A&M was first, I like my department, the research and the professors and everything, as well as the traditions of Texas A&M University as a well-known, university in the US and the world. And second, I just like the state of Texas for different reasons. No estate tax, good weather, in my opinion. I know some people don't like hot and humid, but I didn't want to be in a cold place. So that was also another reason that I decided to come to Texas.
So I think everyone covered what I was going to say, but like it's a great school. You will have a lot of job opportunities when you graduate. Even if you want to go to academia, it doesn't matter. Like if you want to go to academia or industry, so there will be a lot of opportunities that you can pursue. And also the city compared to other college cities is like very normal size. There are many things to do and it's like relatively cheap. So these are the reasons that I chose A&M.
Perfect. And then I have Uyok.
The reason I chose Texas A&M, like Ganesh said, was primarily the alumni. And Davoudi also talked about the weather, which was kind of part of my reason. But it really was for me the best value in terms of dollars spent as an international student. It really was like the quality of education versus what you were spending was really good value, because if you see the kind of education that you get at Texas A&M, it's very close to Ivy League standard, but you pay a fairly good price for it. And then I also like the Southern hospitality that I was looking forward to from Texas. So that's why I chose Texas.
Perfect. And then Rache?
Yeah. So in addition to what everyone has said, for me, I think one of the main deciding factor was I was looking at professors, because I knew like PhD will be like a long run, and I wanted like be sure like I'm comfortable with the research area I'll be working on. So I looked up into the professors who were doing that kind of research, and it found like I had a great alignment with my current faculty advisor. So that is on top of all the other things that everyone has said.
Wonderful. So y'all were discussing where you had your undergraduate degrees, your other degrees. How's your transition to Aggieland? What were some of the challenges that y'all experienced? And how did you navigate that first semester? I know it's a lot right there, but more of like the transition process. Like, how did that go?
So the transition for me was weather-wise, it was not too bad. However, I did come around the Snowmageddon. So that was huge, like essentially adjusting to the fact that there was snow in Texas, which happens like once every 500 years. So that was weird. So that was a tough transition for me. However, everything else was around maybe transportation and moving around, and the challenges with online learning. The fact that I came in the spring and there was still the issue of COVID and we had to take like all of our classes online, kind of created a situation where that connection was tenuous at best with the university. So we didn't really experience the campus the way that we would have liked as new students. Hopefully in the fall, all that will change, and so I'm looking forward to that.
Great, thank you so much. Anyone else would like to share how their transition went and challenges experienced?
I just wanted to add, Isa, that if they have the opportunity to come earlier, so that's wise, try to do that, because I myself, I arrived very late, just 1 or 2 days before the classes started. So that was really challenging, and it wasn't my choice, visa and everything. And so if they have the chance to come earlier, I guess that would be really helpful, because they can, get to know the college and everywhere, where the department is located, different places on campus. So if you have the chance, please come as early as possible to Aggieland.
Great advice. Thank you.
I just like to add on to that. For me, one of the challenges that I was not used to be in a city where public transportation is not a main source of transportation. So I think that is, it might also come across like something outside of the university. You want to have a life, you want to be able to go to places. So I think being able to get your own set of transportation set up and like figuring out how to like travel around in Brazos College Station area would be really a great benefit. Like if you have a friend who has a car, or if you're planning to stay here long term, like probably investing in a car would be a really good way to like expand your network and your life here while you're in College Station, Texas.
Got a thumbs up from Manoj. Awesome. Okay. Who else would like to go?
I have one more thing to add. So it's about the transition from undergraduate to master's or any other transition or to PhD. So you will have to know a lot of information. There are a lot of deadlines that you need to meet. So ask questions, ask your department about this deadlines, read the emails that you get, because if you just like don't meet the deadlines, there are a lot of work that you have to go through. So make sure that you ask a lot of questions and you read the emails that you get and meet all the deadlines that you have.
Thank you, Manoj. Let's see, who else? Was it Ganesh? Did you already go, Ganesh? Okay.
Yeah, so basically the one thing generally international student miss is the food from the country. So there are various things, like various places you can go and buy your own kind of food. Basically, I'm an Indian student, so there is Indian student. There is Mini Mart, which has all the Indian food. So you can find your own food, and for first few days it is required for the transition. So that's the main part, I guess, missed from all of the panelists. So go ahead for that. I know it takes time for the transition.
Yes, food is definitely something worth looking for when you're in a new area. So I agree with that. So that will actually transition me to another question is, what is your favorite thing to do or location to visit in the BCS area? Maybe we could start back with Ganesh because he talked about one of the marts, but are there other places that you would recommend?
Yeah, I recommend visiting a Bryan Lake. Like a student should go there. It's an area to just go walk around and have a good time.
Awesome, thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'd say, or like one of my favorite things to do really are the nature trails, kind of like, Ganesh alluded to, there's the, Lake Bryan, Lick Creek Park, Wolf Pen Creek. I love to go there. I love hiking, but not everyone may be a nature person. So, because you've got, deer and, reptiles and whatever, but it is very serene. And I like to take those walks. It really helps you kind of clear your mind and sort of, have your own personal strategy sessions all just by yourself. So I love to do that. I love to go to the restaurants as well. And so the restaurants are really good because they're diverse, especially the Vietnamese, the Korean, the Chinese, the Indian restaurants. They're fantastic. So definitely those are things that I like to do every week, to the detriment of my pocket, I would say, but yes.
Love that. And Wolf Pen Creek is a great place to visit. And hearing all the food choices is making me hungry a little bit right now. So, so let's see who we have. I think, Amin, you're going to say something too.
This is not an advertisement, okay, because I have nothing to do with this business, but College Station has some of the best Mexican food that you can find in the US. And I've been to Mexico and I'm saying that. So I already missed the tacos that you can find, and try to go and explore the city. There are a lot of nice food trucks. They have the best food. So yeah, I guess regarding food and everything, when you're hungry, College Station is a very good place. So you're not gonna have any issues with that.
Rachit or Manoj?
I just had a comment. I just put it in the comments for if anyone is going through. Is like there's some spots like near the Stella Hotel, that lakeside area is nice, and then the West Campus. There's like nice garden, and there is Frisbee Park there that you can just go and play as well. So
Thank you.
Mhm.
Manoj?
There's just like one more thing to add. There's Grand Station. I think that's the name. It has ice skating and like different games that you can go and play with your friends. So that's a fun thing to try too.
All right, y'all. So you heard it from the experts. There are many places to visit, many things to do in the area. So if you have any other questions, y'all have these folks to, ask questions to. And yeah, great suggestions. So appreciate that. So I know Amin had already touched upon this, but maybe you can also provide another tip. And I think this will probably be the last question. So that way I can open it up to those in the room and also online if they have any questions that they'd like to ask y'all. So what is one tip that you could give incoming international graduate students to be successful during their tenure at Texas A&M University? So Amin, would you like to start with that, since I know you had given a tip for coming early? So do you have any other ones?
Besides coming early, what I learned in during my time at Texas A&M is that sometimes the former graduate students, those who came a couple of years earlier than you, they are the best resources for you to go and learn and ask questions and everything. So I'm sure that everyone will have good professors, supportive, but sometimes graduate students, because, they are all almost in the same, situation, and, they have been dealing with all this stuff for years. So they are the best people to go and ask questions. Honestly, with my experience now, if I could go back, I would spend more time with those who came earlier than me and learn from them. Even you can get feedback about professors, about the courses and everything. And I found, that kind of communication with former students really, really useful.
Great tip. Thank you, Amin. Appreciate that. All right. Anyone else would like to give a tip or two?
One tip I'd say would be to stay organized and stay on top of your schedule, right? Especially coming from undergraduate school, when you're in graduate school, you're expected to independently absorb and make sense of a lot of data. So it's important that you stay organized, know all your dates, know all your deadlines, like Manisha said earlier, and have a calendar to keep you on top of things, remind you, your courses, your assignments, and stuff like that.
Great advice. Thank you so much. All right. Anyone else would like to add to that? I
want to add something. So it's the comment that I have is more for PhD students and master students who want to work with an advisor. Try to choose your advisor wisely. So gain as much as information that you can about the professor, set expectations with them, make sure that you know them well. I've seen many people who have been suffering like in their PhD because of their relationship with their advisor. Like there are many of us who've been lucky, but there are a lot of us who have not been lucky. So try to spend some time on that and pay more attention to that, because it affects your mental health and physical health if you don't choose the right advisor.
Thank you for sharing that. Very important. Agreed. All right, Rashid.
Well, I cannot top that off, but I'd like to just summarize what was said earlier in the structure that I try to follow in my life. Is first, if for your career, you want to figure out what are the skills and the experiences that are valued in industry or in academia, whichever you want to pursue. And then you want to get a validation, talk to former graduate students and validate what are some of the skills that are actually valued, and then go back, look in your own core strengths and see if you align with the market skills that are required. And I think leveraging your connections with your professors and former students can get you into that sweet spot where you have the skills that are required or in demand by the market, and can help you get a good job or a good position in academia. So this is trying to structure all of this. So that's my advice. Yeah.
Great advice. Thank you. Ganesh, I know you have
Yeah.
something to say.
Yeah, I saw the message 10 minutes remaining, so I'll take not much of time, but I'll just want you to know that there are a lot of resources in the university. Just like try to get advantages of every of them. Like there are cinema, there are a lot of libraries, there are like a lot of departments. Just try to get go there and just enjoy everything. That's what I wanted to say.
Nice way to end the panel there for the formal questions. So thank y'all for helping out with this part of it, but I will open it up to those online and also those in person. I'll probably take maybe 1 or 2 depending on the time question. So anyone in person there have a question for our panel or online? All right, let's take that question.
Yes, so it was mentioned that we get the information from our graduate seniors. How do we get connected with them? Any portal or something?
Can I answer to that?
Yes, go ahead, Anand.
Yeah, I think the best way to do that would be to get in touch with the graduate students who are in charge of that graduate student association or whatever they call it in each department, because each department has a group of graduate students working together, helping new graduate students. And usually it is called graduate student association or group, whatever, within the department. So I'm sure if you send an email to your advisor, either your academic advisor or just your research advisor, they will be able to help you to get in touch with those who work in that graduate student association. I think that would be the best way, but obviously you can always Google them and see who works in the same lab, and you may email them or get in touch with them directly as well.
Thank you, Amin, for providing that answer. Did anyone else want to add in up to that?
Right. I can just share, like, this is a very common networking tip that I've found very useful is if you're trying to reach out to people, like you can also send them messages if you find them on LinkedIn and just ask for 15 minutes of a meeting time. And then if they agree to that, just be clear when you go into the meeting what you want to ask. Have your asks like listed out and like do it very concisely, and then follow up like, hey, are you available for another meeting after you had that first preliminary meeting with them? And then that kind of also can help you expand your network.
Perfect, thank you. All right, looking at the time, want to make sure I'm, everyone's time is good. So does anyone else have maybe one more question? Or if anyone else would like to say anything on the panel?
Because I think this was something that everyone might come across or face a trouble, especially you all are international, is like worries about visa. I think that is something that we all are always concerned about, like, will the next company sponsor visa? I won't get a good job because I don't have visa and things like that. So I understand like those are real fears, but at the same time, you'll have to strike a balance where you do not let those fears affect your performance and the skills you want to really work on. And I have seen like international students doing really well, getting really great jobs or getting next great position. Amin here, who's be joining here as assistant professor, he can maybe talk more about it. But if you really focus on the skills that would be important for the next level of your job or your career, then a lot of these other problems can be sorted out. But do not let the fear of visa and status affect your performance and your commitment to the program.
So,
can I also add something? Texas A&M has lots of resources for financial aid, and this really surprised me that even many of my friends they just haven't applied for many scholarships and everything. So even if you have received a fully funded offer through graduate assistantship, whether TA or RA, whatever, try to apply to as many scholarships as possible. So I'm not gonna tell you how much I received, but I received a lot during my time at Texas A&M University. So not a lot of students apply, so try to benefit from that and always follow the financial aid on social media, check their website, lots of resources, lots of scholarships, and try to participate in as many competitions or whatever possible, because they also, give you some good awards and everything, and they can help you boost your CV and also earn some cash, which is always nice in college.
That's great advice. And I recognize some names here who participated in 3MT. So I know that's one competition that students can participate in. It's a great exercise to share your research in 3 minutes and also represent your department, grad students in general, Texas A&M. So yeah, if y'all are interested in that too, look at our website, the grad school, and we have information about that. And Amin was the winner, I believe, from the last competition. So congratulations on that one.
Yeah, and also Mahnaz was the runner-up.
Yes,
so-
that's right, Manu. Yes, congratulations to the two of you. All right, anyone else have any questions, parting thoughts before we close this
We have one
up?
question in person.
You're saying about your web page. I'm not so sure. Are you the International Graduate Student Association? Because I might be missing this detail.
Oh, so the website for the 3MT is from the Graduate and Professional School, but the International Student Services also has their own website as well. So we can definitely put that in the chat and can be shared with y'all in person if you need both. All right, everyone. How's panelists doing? We're good?
Yep, we're
Okay,
good.
well, thank
Thanks,
y'all for
Isa.
joining us. We appreciate your help. Have a great academic year and good luck, Amin. And congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a good
Thank
day.
y'all.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.